Hello everyone, I'm Latifah Abdul Latif. I'm participating in the Professional Upskilling English Language Teachers Pro-ELTC Enhanced program by ELTC. First and foremost, the most significant challenge I have encountered during the course is balancing my time between my responsibilities at the college and completing all the exercises provided in the program after studying the given notes. Hence, effective time management is crucial for me. At times, I have encountered difficulty in answering the Pro-ELTC Enhanced 2.0 question, which encompass 4 skills: listening, speaking, writing, and reading. Despite numerous attempts, I struggle to find the correct answers, leading to occasional frustration. However, with encouragement from my colleagues, I eventually managed to answer most of the questions. To keep myself motivated throughout this language journey, I often compare my essays with applications such as ChatGPT. This allows me to assess my writing against the CEFR C1 level word list. During the face-to-face session, the facilitators provided effective teaching and guidance. However, during the time constraints, I couldn't fully capitalize on all the opportunities available. Lastly, I sincerely advise future participants to prioritize time management to ensure completion of all tasks. I'm confident that you will find joys in completing this course. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I'm one of the participants of the Professional Upskilling of English Language Teachers Pro-ELTC Enhanced program by ELTC. My experience regarding the program initially was worried, not knowing what is it all about. My initial problem and worries were more technically about what and how, knowing that it is going to be online. I don't really know what and how the exam is. Google and surfing the internet did give me some information, but not so much focus because of the routine teaching and working schedule. Attending the program, beginning with pre-boarding about 1 month, where the Pro-ELTC module were introduced and exposed, and the program itself 5 days where we had face-to-face guidance with the facilitators and coordinators of the program. The module that we completed before the face-to-face program enhanced all the skills: listening, speaking, reading, writing, and grammar, which we were facilitated again with more practices in the complete upscaling program. So it is crucial to complete the module beforehand. Pro-ELTC Enhanced module provides all the exposures and input to enhance the English language. So there is no reason or excuse not wanting to be in the program. I gained a lot. Spending 1 month on the module, about 1 week face-to-face program, exposed me to many materials of learning and teaching that I can share with my colleagues, especially my students in my last moment of my teaching career service. For that, I thank the organizer, especially the coordinator and the facilitator. The fact is, the program about Professional Upskilling of English Language Teachers Pro-ELT Enhanced Program and the module is effective and relevant and should be exposed to all, especially the English language educators. Thank you.
Welcome to our webinar entitled Unleashing Potential for Proficiency Excellence, hosted by the English Language Teaching Centre Malaysia. I'm Ms. Viloshina Rawandran, your moderator for today's event. As Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which can use to change the world. This powerful message resonates deeply with Malaysia's commitment to transforming education, particularly in English language learning. At the forefront of this transformation are our English language educators, who are required to meet a minimum CEFR C1 proficiency level as outlined in Surat Peklinik Ikhtisas KPM Bilangan 1 tahun 2020. This requirement includes lecturers at the matriculation colleges, guaranteeing that students are taught by highly qualified professionals at all levels. As the main English language teaching training provider, ELTC supports educators in achieving roadmap goals. Since its launch in 2019, the Pro-ELT Enhanced program has successfully assisted school teachers in attaining the CEFR C1 level. In 2023, the Matriculation Division expressed interest in implementing the program for its lecturers, recognizing the proven impact of the program. This program consists of 130 hours of online learning and a 4-day in-person test preparation workshop led by ELTC trainers, culminating in a proficiency test on the final day. And today, we have some of the program's success stories with us. Participants of the program will share their experience and insights on how the Pro-ELT Enhanced program has benefited them. As we begin, we invite you to engage with our panelists by sharing your questions in the chat box. We are eager to hear from you and look forward to a lively, interactive session. And thank you for joining us. Now, to get the ball rolling, let me introduce you to our esteemed panelists for today's session. First up, we have Ms. Nur Fazliana Mansin, a lecturer at Negeri Sembilan Matriculation College who has over 20 years of teaching experience in both secondary schools and matriculation colleges. She holds a bachelor's degree in TESOL from a training program of ITM with UKM and a master's degree from University Utara Malaysia. Welcome, Ms. Fazliana.
Thank you, Ms. Vilo.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us, and congratulations on attaining the C1.
Thank you again, Ms. Vilo.
Ms. Fazliana has actually a keen interest in pronunciation and frequently uses phonetic symbols to help the students improve their speaking skills. Actually, that's a common thing that I share with you, where I used to use phonetics to teach reading. All right. And since joining Negeri Sembilan Matriculation College in 2020, she has gained recognition for her focus on clear pronunciation, making her lessons engaging and motivating through targeted pronunciation practice. Ms. Fazliana,
Yeah.
you actually use pronunciation only to specifically teach speaking, or do you actually encourage your students to use them during reading as well?
Sometimes when it requires them to improve or to correct the pronunciation, I would highlight that phonetic symbols for them to know, and from there, then only they realize, oh, this is how this word is being pronounced. So they learn something from there.
Oh, that's very interesting to hear. Actually, phonetics is something interesting to teach and interesting to use as well. Yes. Thank you. Yes, very true. Very true. I like that.
Yeah, I enjoy phonetic symbols very much.
Yes, it's very interesting actually. Although it's challenging, but it's interesting.
Yes.
Yes,
Definitely.
thank you. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Ms. Fazliana. All right. Okay, thank you. Okay, our second panelist is Ms. Rose Fariza Rosli, a lecturer at Kedah Matriculation College with nearly 20 years of teaching experience. She has taught at Johor and Kelantan Matriculation Colleges and holds a TESOL degree from UITM Shah Alam with a counselling certification. Her role as a MUET examiner opened doors for her to teach MUET preparatory classes at Kota Baru Polytechnics from 2015 to 2018. Ms. Rose adapts a project-based learning techniques, a skill that she actually developed from ELTC to make her classes interactive and engaging, helping students express themselves with confidence. Welcome, Ms. Rose.
Thank you, Ms. Vilo, for inviting me.
Oh, thank you for joining us, and again, congratulations to you too.
Thank you,
Ms.
Ms.
Rose.
Vilo. Yes.
Thank you, my dear. Ms. Rose,
Yeah.
I'm actually quite curious. You enjoy using project-based learning with your students?
Yeah, it is because we have a variety of students in our class, right? We cannot
Yes.
just simply use our traditional way of teaching. So in order to make them enjoy the lesson, let them carry out the project so that they will understand and comprehend better, especially in speaking part.
Oh, that's very interesting to know. Thank you, Ms. Rose. Thank you. Project-based learning is something that I used during the pandemic with my students as well. It is a very interesting process where they learn while they do something.
Correct.
Yes,
They
that's very
carry out
interesting.
the project. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Ms. Rose.
Thank you, Ms. Vilo.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for joining us, Ms. Rose. Last but not least, we have with us Ms. Nur Elsa, a lecturer at Pahang Matriculation College, who again has more than 20 years of teaching experience, including 3 years in primary schools and 5 years in secondary schools. She graduated from the Malay Women's Teachers Training College in Malacca in 1997. And she earned a bachelor's degree in TESOL from the University of Malaya in 2005 and completed a master's degree from University Putra Malaysia in 2023. And hello, Ms. Lorenza.
Hi, Miss Vilo.
Hi, Ms.
Thanks
Lorenza.
for the
Welcome.
thanks for inviting me.
Oh, we are more than happy to have you on board. And congratulations on the C1.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Something very interesting about Ms. Lorenza. During the COVID-19 pandemic, she embraced online education, whereby she used platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook to engage her students in learning. Her innovative approach to teaching, focusing on interaction and collaboration, and prepares her students for the digital world, which is the future of education, if you ask me. All right, Ms.
Yeah.
Lorenza, yes. How did you actually get involved with TikTok, for example? How did you actually get involved and you started using TikTok to teach your students? How did you get involved with it? How did you start it?
Because my students always ask me to join the TikTok, so why not I try? So we tried together online in TikTok, and then from
Oh,
there,
okay.
we interact in communications, speaking online, do
Wow,
speaking
that's nice.
activities. Yes,
Oh, that's
so
so
they enjoyed very
interesting.
much. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting to know, actually. Thank you, Ms. Merle. Thank you, Ms. Elsa. It's very interesting to know that. All
Yeah.
right. Okay, thank you. Now, thank you, Ms. Lorenza. And now that you have met our 3 panelists, let's start our webinar for today. Once again, welcome everyone. And to get the ball rolling, my very first question is going to be for Ms. Fazliana. As is the first question, it's a simple one which is meant to lighten up the situation. Ms. Fazliana, as a participant of the program, what is your opinion about the course and the module itself? How did you find it? What's your opinion on it?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Vilo. In my book, the module is like a personalized learning path for me, as it allows me to focus my efforts on areas that need improvement to upskill my language proficiency. The interactive exercises provide immediate feedback that assists me to track my progress and motivate me to do more and more exercises. The flexible access to the module also enables me to accommodate it into my busy schedules. Besides that, during the course that I had attended, certain important aspects were emphasized, like how to tackle the questions, how to manage time during the test, and in fact, the practical exercises were also carefully guided by the trainers. Overall, I find that the course was really helpful in reinforcing my grasp of the module and clearing whatever doubts that I had about the test.
All right.
That's all.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Faziana. It's good to know how the module helped you improve your grasp of the language itself, and how the module actually moved from a simple task to more difficult task. That's what I think you found interesting, right? So it actually doesn't
Yes.
straight away give you a huge impact. It actually gives you time, okay, from lower
Stage
level
by
one by
yeah.
stage. Yes. Thank you, Miss. Thanks a lot for that, Miss Faziana. And how about you, Miss Rose? What do you have to say about the course or the module itself? What's your feedback about it or your opinion?
Yeah, yes, I agree to Miss Faz. Okay,
All right.
it's undeniably that the module is constructed in an extremely helpful order. It provides an organized skill-based task, which it organized from simple level to the most difficult one, or the challenging part. So it means that it tested according to the level. To add to that, Ms. Willow, the module has actually assisted me throughout the learning process. As I attempted that, the first part of the modules, I feel more and eager to complete the whole learning process.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Miss Rose. I noticed you said something slightly different from what Miss Faziana said. More like you added on to what she said. Where she said this module actually progresses from simple to more challenging tasks, and you said it's skill based, focus skill based. So it gives you like you can choose which skill you want to do and so on. That's very good.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Thanks a lot, Miss Rose. And how about you, Miss Lorenza? Do you have anything else to add to what your colleagues have just said?
I think Miss Vilo, I share the similar thoughts with Miss Fadiana and Miss Rose, because as the Pro ELT synchronized learning module is well designed, because it's offer organized lessons and engaging activities that maintain my interest and enthusiasm while catering to different learning styles. Moreover, it includes a variety of exercises such as learning, speaking, reading, writing, and vocabulary. Uh, and not to forget grammar. Okay, and then while doing that, I developed learning language skills comprehensively. However, if I had a bit more time, I could have completed the entire module without a doubt. On the other hand, the Pro ELT course with experienced trainers boosted my proficiency. I was able to directly seek help from the trainers and engage in two-way communication with peers when I faced the difficulty, and it facilitated a valuable learning experience. Yeah.
Oh, okay, wow. Thank you, Miss Lorin. Thank you, Miss Lorenza, for the valuable input. It's actually interesting that the three of you all have got similar ideas, but it's also different in certain ways. Like Miss Faziana mentioned, it's the tasks are set from simple and slowly progresses to more challenging tasks. Miss Rose mentioned that how the tasks were skill-based, and what Miss Lorenza has mentioned now, she had times where she learned from her colleagues during the course, and at the same time, also from the trainers, which is very good actually. And also she said something about it caters to different learners, different types of learners, different needs. That's actually very interesting to know. So the module covers different strategies, different skills. And it's a very interesting strategy that Miss Elsa used was from her peers. She learned from her peers. That's perhaps one of the strategies that we all use. We learn from our peers, from our colleagues. How about you, Miss? How about you, Miss Rose? Miss Rose, how about you? Did you have any particular strategy that you used?
Okay, Miss Willow. Uh, I enjoyed both module and also the face-to-face session actually. But I would prefer the face-to-face course more compared to online modules. Okay.
All right.
To me, it seems more productive and practical because when we have the trainers with us, okay, and the trainers were really supportive. Okay, they make sure we understood how the question could be tackled. Okay, how certain task requirements could be fulfilled. I prefer to be with the trainers face to face, as the trainers were very supportive. They entertain all of our questions, all of our doubt. Even we keep asking the same question. They have tried at their best, to make all the participants understand and then clear all doubts. Okay, and for example, during the course session in this video, I know myself I am not a fast learner. You have to repeat so many times in order to make me understand. So during the session, the trainer helped to clarify many of my doubts. Okay, and I received direct guidance from these trainers. So thank you so much to all trainers, to all supportive ELTC trainers, I would say. Okay, because the utmost effective touch to me actually helped me to score in the test. That's why I say I preferred the face-to-face course compared to the online. But still, the online modules also help me because I can attempt it during my time. I mean, no pressure, less stress. I can do it when I'm free, and then I know, there's the guidance helped me a lot. Okay, in the online modules. However, the test preparation workshop led by the skillful trainers play the crucial part. Yeah, Miss Vito.
All right. Thank you, Miss Rose. Miss Rose, we at ELTC are more than happy to help any one of you at any one time. All right. Thanks a lot. Thank you for saying those things about us. And I noticed one of the strategies that you had actually used during the face-to-face sessions, as you mentioned just now, was asking questions. It means you keep asking questions until you actually understood what you were supposed to do or what is needed of you. That's very interesting to know. Yes, thank you, Miss Rose. It's actually, they say you don't, as if you don't ask questions, you do not learn. So we have to continuously ask questions in order to learn. That's a strategy. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Miss Rose. And how about you, Miss Fazliana? Do you share the same strategy as Miss Rose and Miss Norelsa, or do you have another strategy that you would like to share with us, or something that you would like to say about the module or the sessions that you found were a strategy as well?
Okay, for me, Ms. Vilo, both the online module and the face-to-face session are helpful. The online module offers flexibility and easy access, yet the face-to-face session enables more opportunities for immediate clarification as it allows me to ask questions, like what has been mentioned by Ms. Rose just now. We can ask questions to the trainers and gain a better understanding of what is required by the questions. Besides, the face-to-face communication and shared learning experience during the course helped to clear my doubts and made me feel more secure and supported. Thankfully, I really appreciate the sharing. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thanks a lot, Miss Fazliana. And we are more than happy to share. Thanks a lot, Miss Fazliana. And we are more than happy to share whatever we have with all of you. Thanks a lot. It's actually quite interesting to know that most of us, or most of you, I would say, preferred the face-to-face training sessions. Again, maybe because we all come from the old school of thoughts that as teenagers these days would put it. So sorry. Because, okay, or shall I say more matured school of thoughts, where we prefer face-to-face interaction, the human touch, as one would say.
Yeah.
But as we are moving and progressing to in the 21st century, online learning courses and online learning modules seem to be the norm. So what would you all say about the online module? Did it support you upskill yourself, upskill your proficiency? Did it help you in any way? I mean, to what extent did it help you? How about you, Ms. Nodelsa? Would you like to say something about the online module?
Yeah, Miss Vilo. I do agree with my friend here, okay, Miss Fazliana and Miss Rose, okay. But somehow, to be honest, I discovered that the Pro ELT asynchronized learning module heightened my stress level as I had to navigate it independently without the physical presence of trainers to provide guidance. However, I tried my best to navigate through it, and with some assistance with my fellow colleagues in the matriculation, so they supported me in upskilling my proficiency level. So I aced it with their help. Yeah, thanks to them.
Yes, thanks to you. Thank you. That's very good. You see, you tried and you aced it. That's the most important thing. Trying and you aced it. Never give up. Keep trying. You see how the motivation in you, and I hope what you just said motivates the fellow educators out there. Keep
Yeah.
trying. Keep trying. Okay. How about you, Miss Fatzena? Would you like to add on to something that Miss Lorenza just said? Anything else you would like to say about that? About the online module?
Okay, well, the flexible access to the module has made it easier for me to do the exercises at my own convenience. And on top of that, the assessment of the language skills and the constructive feedback given enabled me to understand my mistakes and track my progress to make a continuous improvement. Through the online module, I had the opportunity to explore and familiarize myself with the format of the questions at my own pace. Yet, there were certain areas that I was still uncertain, which needed more explanation. Thankfully, the face-to-face course conducted has enlightened me and cleared all the doubts that I had, which enabled me to obtain a better understanding of the questions.
Right. Okay, thank you, Ms. Fazlina. It's interesting that how you also mentioned something similar to what Ms. Rose mentioned just now. You had doubts during the module, the online module, and you clear it out by asking questions. So another important tip: ask questions if you do not know. Ask your colleagues. Ask us at ELTC. Ask anyone until you get it done. And another important point that Ms. Fazlina mentioned just now: it can be accessed at any time and anywhere. So there's no specific time like, oh, I should do it in the morning, I should do it in the evening. There's no specific time. You can access the online module at any time according to your own pace. And
No
that's
pressure.
yes, no pressure. Thank you. No pressure on us. That's very true. That's very true. That's one thing very interesting about online modules and the Pro ELT enhanced module as well. Well, as we teach educators or students, as we go through a learning process, there'll be a particular time where we will experience burnout. I'm sure we all have experienced that before, even in our workforce and even when we are working as well as studying. When you do both together, it's even more. And but having experienced burnout, I'm sure there are strategies or tools that you utilized to keep yourself going. How about you, Ms. Rose? Did you experience burnout and how did you actually overcome it? Would you like to share that with us, Ms. Rose?
Okay, Miss Willow, I think many would agree to me. Looking at the current situation, teaching can be hard. Okay, teaching is hard, especially when you have high standard for language instruction, and there's also high expectation set. So it is sometimes not easy to practice correct language skills every day, and you might even lose some of your enthusiasm, even though it is part of your job. I know the feeling. Sometimes I feel deep down inside, something that inside. Okay, but with the help of ELTC trainers, specialized OELT enhanced modules on the open learning platform, as I mentioned earlier, as well as the personal feedback given, in-person guidance given, and ongoing support by my colleagues, I regain my passion and I focus on improving my skills. It's not always easy. Okay, it's not always easy. Nothing comes easy, but it's definitely worth it. Okay. As an educator, the role as educators, especially us English teacher, ESL teachers, to me, it's important to keep up with the latest teaching method in order to avoid burnout. We cannot complacent to what we are used to because we need to keep up with the standard, the latest or the current standard, teaching standard. Okay, so a regular practice is the best way to improve. Okay, because we always stress this to our students, right? Keep practicing it, keep practicing it. So do am I. So we need to say that to tell ourselves the same. Okay, whether we like it or not, okay, embracing new ways of learning is key factor to our growth.
Yes.
Thank God. Okay, thankfully, there are many fun and interesting online resources nowadays, and we could just check online, right? Okay, to help us to get better and avoid getting stuck in the same old routines. Okay, if not, we will feel something inside that it seems like the unfinished business inside, unhappy, we feel dissatisfied with our teaching, with our own personal development, so on and so forth. So these tools actually make learning more enjoyable and keep us motivated as we strive to be the best teacher we can be. Like Miss Norisa just now, join the student with the TikTok thing, right? Okay, that's what Miss Norisa.
Yes, thanks a lot, Miss Rose. It's actually interesting how you said we should keep ourselves motivated, but to finding other sources, like what you said just now, use tools that we can actually, where we can, I would say, distress and feel more better. So we can actually use tools like TikTok, like what you mentioned just now, and get support from your friends, peers, anyone for the matter. That's one of the ways that you come out from a burnout. All right. And how about you, Miss Lorenza? What did you do to come? When you were experiencing burnout, what did you do to overcome it? Would you like to share with us?
Yeah, thank you, Miss Vilo. Yeah, I would like to share some tips, okay? Because as I mentioned, okay, during the Pro ELT learning module, somehow I feel stressed. So I need to motivate myself. So as an educator with the growth mindset, I stayed motivated in my language journey. Okay, by setting clear, achievable goals, and if I managed to get to the high level, okay, of the open learning platform, so I achieve or get correct answers from the open learning platform, okay, from the learning module, so I will celebrate it. So I thank to myself, okay, you made it, okay, then I feel positive, and I kept my curiosity alive by exploring the resources like YouTube videos. So I curious how to know the correct answer. So I asked the some refer to the online platform like YouTube videos, books, online books, grammar books, okay, and online language group from Facebook, from globally, from online educators, and by connecting with fellow educators and learners for support also boosted my motivation, because for me it's very important to avoid burnout by because we need to prioritizing ourselves, okay, and set the healthy boundaries. This means that we need to take regular breaks. We need to get enough rest and engage in activities outside of language learning. So I must recognize when to reassess goals and incorporate mindfulness practices like meditation. So I always keep deep breathing exercise, okay, and out, in and out, to help manage my stress and maintain a positive mindset. That's all, Miss Vito.
All right. Okay. Thanks a lot. I like a few tips, not a few, I would say most of the tips that you gave. The first one that I actually liked, celebrate your success. Celebrate
Yes.
even the slightest success. You finished part of the module, celebrate it. Take a break, celebrate it. You finished the next part, again, celebrate it. The slightest thing that you have done, celebrate it. Because no one will celebrate us unless we celebrate ourselves. This is a belief that I hold on to. And another tip that I found to be very interesting, self-care and establish healthy boundaries. That is very, very important. If you need a break, just take the break. While you're doing the module, you need a break, just take the break. And establish healthy boundaries, so not only during work, even while doing the module itself. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Miss Lorenza.
Yeah,
All right, okay,
welcome.
now, thank you. All right. Okay, something that I think I learned while I was a student, there will be some moments while, even as a student and when I became an educator, while you teach or while you learn, there will be one particular moment where something would actually click you and be like, okay, this is the awakening moment that I'm having where I'm learning something. So I'm sure while in the process of doing the module or the courses, of having our online and face-to-face sessions, there were such moments for all of you where you had a sudden click or sudden awakening moment. Did you have something like that, Ms. Faziana? Did you have experienced a awakening moment while doing the module or while having the face-to-face sessions? Did you experience that?
Yes, yes, I did. Okay, you see, all this while in my profession, my main focus was on the students. Everything revolves around how to make students understand the learning content, ensure that they can apply what has been taught to them and achieve learning outcomes. I never really paid much attention to my own upskilling of language proficiency. Nevertheless, after trying out the online module, I suddenly felt like a student struggling. A student who has difficulty in understanding the task assigned by the lecturer. Okay, so the MUET format that has long ingrained in me for so many years was having a conflict with another new format that I was processing in my mind. Then I understood that I was going through the process of unlearn and relearn, as both the tests, although similar, aren't the same. You see, it took me some time to get used to the ELTC advanced format, specifically writing and speaking. Yeah, so this, I would say, this breakthrough has made me see language learning as a gradual process of unlearning myself from something that has long anchored in my mind to something new. Thus, it requires me to be aware of its difference. I learn myself from the MUET format and relearn a new format, ELTC Advanced. Then subsequently perform the task assigned following the new one. Okay, so this awakening moment serves as a reminder that language learning is a dynamic and multifaceted journey. And it requires our openness to be flexible and adaptable to change. It also encourages me to continue exploring the language and seeking out new opportunities for growth. Okay, so from time to time, we have to adapt to this, the changes, one change to another. Okay, so these are the things that we go through. Yeah, so language is a dynamic and multifaceted journey. That's about it. That's the awakening moment that I have gone through.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Faziana. I think that's an awakening moment that most educators share. Sometimes as we teach and we learn at the same time, we realize that, oh, I am unlearning whatever I have learned. That is something that I think all our educators actually share. That's very interesting. And how you said we should be able to adapt. Because when you learn something new, we have to adapt it to what we already know. That's something very interesting, actually. Yes. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Ms. Faziana.
Thank you.
All right.
Ms. Vito.
Thank you, my dear. All right. Then, okay. I also have another interesting question that I would like to ask all the three of you, actually. Now that you have achieved the much desired CEFR C1 level of proficiency, what strategies would you use to maintain that level of proficiency and avoid regression? Because I think sometimes regression is quite common. It happens to us unintentionally, without us realizing. It just happens over time. So what would you do as educators to maintain your level of proficiency without it regressing? Ms. Rose, would you like to share something about that?
Okay, Ms. Willow. To me, learning isn't a one-time process, right?
Yes.
Score C1 level is not the end journey. So I'm going to stick with my chant, which keep progressing. Okay, now I have identified my weaknesses. I'm determined to progress along with my students in class. I practice two ways of learning process. Whereas I conduct my lesson, I conduct my teaching and learning session, I also try the same task given that I assign to them. For example, when I use the reading task sheet from the certain established site that I took, I'm going to also continue using it to maintain my skills, and this will help me to prevent regressions. Besides that, Ms. Willow, and the rest of my friends here, I also practice my speaking skills by explaining tasks and content to my students, where I introduce new vocab. If it's not every day, but I try to introduce them the new vocab using higher level vocabulary or low frequency words, okay, and then let them find the definition. This will help me to challenge both the students and myself. So, through the TNL, teaching and learning process, for me and for my students, it's not only ensuring the students' performance, but also actually help to enhance myself. That's how I do it.
All right. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Ms. Rose. It's actually quite interesting to see how we being educators, we try and help ourselves. At the same time, we try to help our students. That's a very interesting point, actually, where you're trying to introduce new vocabulary to your students, and at the same time, you're trying to learn the vocabulary. That's actually a very interesting way of teaching and learning at the same time. I think many educators should actually utilize those kind of things. We teach our students, and at the same time, we learn from it. It's a two-way thing. We give, at the same time, we are gaining something from it. Thanks a lot, Ms. Rose, for that tip. How about you, Ms. Lorenza? Do you share a similar trip, or do you have anything else to say? And on?
Yeah, thanks, Miss Vilo. So I think I agree with Miss Rose just now, because I also feel that uh, now that I've reached a C1 proficiency, so I will focus on the strategies to maintain it for myself and for my students. So first, I would say that regular practice outside the classroom with authentic materials such as articles and videos is crucial. Okay, because I think I will integrate speaking and writing activities in my lessons, because it will encourage critical thinking and creativity for my students and for me also. Okay, and other than that, I also will review session and space repetition techniques, because I think it will reinforce the learning process. So I will create a supportive environment where students feel free to make mistake. They are feel comfortable to make mistake, taking risks of making mistakes, and they from there, okay, from when they learn, when they make mistake, and they will learn from their mistake, and from this it will boost their confidence. Okay, by consistency implementing these strategies, I believe that this sustained proficiency and continue progressing in our language learning journey, so it benefit me and also my student indirectly.
All right. Okay, thank you, Ms. Lorenza. It's again, being a typical educator, we want to help our students, and at the same time, we want to gain for it. It's actually we are learning through our students. Thanks a lot, Ms. Lorenza. How about you, Ms. Fazliana? Would you like to say something about how you would actually prevent yourself, stop yourself from, like regressing? Any tip that you would use? Any strategy?
Okay. As for me, to maintain that level of proficiency, consistency is the key. Okay. It may be small effort, but do it consistently. Okay. So I would say that what I do is I keep on doing regular practice and surround myself with authentic language learning materials, involving myself in conversations, listening to podcasts, reading books, watching movies, and writing regularly help me to maintain my linguistic proficiency and avoid regression.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Rose. Thank you, Ms. Fazliana. It's actually interesting that how you said through practice, regular practice. That's a key word here, actually, practice. You know the saying that goes, practice makes perfect? We have to constantly practice using the language. We can use it with our students. We can constantly practice using the language, and not only do we improve, we are going to help and aid our students improve as well. That's something very interesting. Thank you, Ms. Fazliana. All right. my final question, or would I say my second last question before we part, how does achieving C1 proficiency impact an educator's career and teaching effectiveness? Now, how does it impact our teaching career as well as our effectiveness in teaching? Ms. Lorenza, would you like to say something about it? Do you have something to say?
Yes, of course, Miss Vilo.
Yes.
Indeed, I would agree that when I achieved C1 proficiency, it significantly impacted my career and teaching effectiveness. Uh, I can't believe, sometimes I can't believe that I can achieve C1. But now I believe that I obtained it. Okay, because it boosts my credibility and it allows me to model correct language usage and design engaging materials. So I can foster deeper comprehension and critical thinking skills in students and myself. Other than that, it enables me to facilitate meaningful communication in the classroom and pursue advanced roles in language education. So, in conclusion, okay, by getting C1 proficiency, okay, by attaining C1, so it enhanced both my career prospect and teaching effectiveness. So, benefiting the students and the educational community as a whole. Yeah,
Right.
that's it.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Lorenza. It's actually it's very interesting and motivating to see how you want to actually benefit the educational community as a whole through your improvement, which is very good. Which is very good. I'm sure even joining us for this webinar today, you're able to motivate many teachers and educators out there to achieve a CEFR C1 level of proficiency. And you can do it. Every one of us can do it. We have it in us. We can achieve that much desired CEFR C1 level of proficiency. Just do the module, try out the face-to-face sessions, do the module, and you will have it. Okay, how about you, Miss Rose? Do you have anything to say about it?
Yeah, couldn't agree more to Madam Elsa. What else? Achieving a C1 proficiency can significantly impact the educator's career. It demonstrates a high level of competency and reliability. It's very important. Okay, having a strong command of the language actually help to change the perspective that students see us as a capable and knowledgeable educators, a good teacher to them. Okay, and this also changed the perspective of parents and to some target audience where they see and they would not be any doubt, okay, about our credibility and expertise in delivering the language. It somehow rather also may inspire our students to perform better.
Thank you, Miss Rose. I actually like very much what you just said about improving our credibility. It's something that many of people doubt our credibility as educators these days. This will help it. That's very very interesting to hear from you.
Yeah.
It improves our credibility as an educator, particularly English language educators.
Correct.
And okay, Miss Fazliana, thank you, Miss Rose. Miss Fazliana, would you have something to say?
Yeah. In my opinion, obtaining C1 proficiency gives more confidence and credibility to for educators to adapt with changes in the educational field and upgrade their teaching approaches towards improving student learning outcomes. Besides, it also unfolds opportunities for educators to be eligible for certain posts or roles like in language assessment and curriculum development. In this way, it also broadens their career enhancement. Ultimately, I would say that achieving C1 proficiency is a game changer for educators. Which not only boosts your confidence and flexibility in the classroom, but also opens doors to new career paths in language assessment, curriculum development, and beyond. It's not just about teaching better, it's about unlocking a world of opportunities. That's about it.
Yes. All right, thank you, Ms. Rose. Thanks a lot, Ms. Fazliana. It's very true. It opens many doors for all of us. It opens many doors for us, and at the same time, through entering the doors, we are going to benefit the educational community as a whole.
Yes.
That's a long run benefit actually. All right. With that interesting question, we are coming towards the end of our webinar. But before we end, I would like to ask you all, do you all have any parting words or motivating words that you would like to share with our fellow educators out there who are watching this webinar? Let's start with Miss Rose. What would you like to say? Our parting words for our participants, for the viewers out there. What would you like to say?
Okay, to the audience out there, nothing comes easy. Okay, in order for us to achieve what we aim for, so we need to put extra effort. Okay, and just follow whatever that has been instructed to us. Attempt the online modules, the Pro ELT modules prepared by the ELTC trainers, and then during the session or during the course, please participate and also ask as many questions to clear it out. Okay, but the key word is that effort. You will get what you aim for. That's what for me.
Thank you, Miss Rose. Effort. The first keyword, remember, effort. And how about you, Miss Lorenza? What's your parting words for our viewers today?
Yeah, I agree with what Miss Rose said just now. No pain, no gain. Yeah, you need to be painful a bit or maybe more. Okay, like myself. Okay, sometimes I can be stressful when doing the online learning online in a open learning platform, but somehow I keep myself motivated by asking help from the colleagues and also from the expert that we have got here from Miss Vilo, ELTC trainers. Okay, why not? We ask help from them because they are very caring, helpful, concerned with our development. So why not? Okay, we do two-way communication effectively. Okay, get support
Yes.
from them. Yeah, that's
Thank
it.
you. Thanks a lot, Miss Lorenza. I like what you said, no pain, no gain, just a little pain.
Yeah.
And you see, you can do it. I'm sure all of us can do it. All of us educators, you can do it. All you need to do is try. Thanks, Miss Lorenza. And finally, Miss Fazliana, what's your parting words for our viewers today?
Okay, to all the viewers out there, you have what it takes. What matters is for you to attempt the questions and keep on progressing. Practice makes progress. Keep on progressing, like what my friends have said just now. Consistently do it. Do the practices, the exercises consistently, and get as much help as you can from the experts that we have, right, in order to develop ourselves and go further beyond. Okay, you have what it takes, everyone. Okay, take up the challenge and move forward. That's about it.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Thanks a lot, Miss Fazliana. With that being said, keep moving, keep trying, never give up. All of
Yeah.
us have it in us. All right. With that being said, we've come to the end of our webinar for today. Thank you for joining us. We hope the ideas and experiences shared by our panel speakers are beneficial to all of you. Till we meet again next time, take care, stay safe, and bye.
Bye.
Bye.